Aloha, everyone. Happy new moon. Happy new moon in Leo. So welcome to tonight's new moon heartfelt meditation. I am Lotus Dawn. This is Blossom with Lotus, true to the stars astrology. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Why do I always do events on the new moon? Because the new moon is the most powerful time to set our intentions. And there are a number of reasons why. Number one, the moon is magnetic and it affects everything with water. So I want you to think back to a time you've been at the ocean. You walk down into the water with your feet in the sand. It was a beautiful day and you felt the oneness and joy of being at the ocean. And then you placed your feet in the sand and the waves came up and you felt this pulling sensation, this drawing sensation, this sense of being rooted down into the very core of the earth. You remember that feeling? That is the power of the moon that actually creates the tides. Okay. So if the moon has the power to create the tides, and if you want to jump on with us and join us for this new moon activation call, I left the link in the description. Feel free to jump on. We'll actually probably look at some charts tonight and see where this new moon activation will be landing for you personally. But let's go back to the beach. Let's go back to our feet in the soil, in the sand, feeling the pull of the water. And it's anchoring us and it's drawing us and it's rooting us into the earth. Right? Right. What's happening is the pull of the moon is drawing you, right? It's drawing just like it creates the tides. And so the cycles of the moon from new moon, which we are today, all the way up to full moon creates a different energetic field for manifestation and creation. And so what happens is that the moon affects everything with water. And so at the new moon, the moon draws the water downward. So in plants, this means that the water is drawn down into the root system. In people, it means our attention and focus is drawn inward. In the world, it means we become more inward. And that's why Taoist masters often recommend doing a meditation at this time, drawing your energy within and cultivating and growing your energy. Now, as the moon begins to grow, the water in your body then begins to be pulled upwards. As the moon grows bigger, the water in our body gets pulled upward until at the full moon, our focus, our awareness is wide open. We're feeling everything. We're being triggered, and that's the best time for release. It's the best time for manifestation. It is the celebration of the moon cycle. Okay, and so today, with the moon being new, is a powerful time for planting seeds and setting intentions. So I want to welcome everyone here. I'm so glad you're here. And we're going to start today's event with a sound bath. I'm going to put on the singing bowls. I'm going to invite the participants in. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the chat. Join us for this meditation. If you have been going through something today, feel free to share that as well, because this new moon has packed quite a wallop. We also have 6 planets retrograde. So I will be giving us an astrological update about what is happening in the stars and why you may be feeling the way that you are. And so let's get centered. Let's get connected into our hearts and we will begin. So I'm going to share screen with y'all and I invite you to take this time to clear your mind, to clear your thought field, to examine, to sense, and to feel anything that's going on for you as we start today's heartfelt, heart-centered new moon meditation. And welcome everyone to this new moon intention setting, prayer, meditation, tapping into the astrological energy of today. Welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you are here. If you are like me, perhaps you have noticed that today's energy has been just a little bit intense, and I wanted to explain that a little bit. One is that this new moon brings together the energy of both the sun and the moon in Leo. We have the sun moon conjunct exactly at 6:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. Sun and moon. Sun and moon are very different energies. Sun is like masculine energy. It's like how we shine. It's very yang. It's very outer. It's bright, right? You want to go outside and play in the sun. In Leo, it makes a lot of sense. Leo is a fire sign. It's all about courage. It's all about bravery. It's all about outer expression. Moon is all about emotion. And so when you bring the lion together, sun and moon in lion, you get the lion and you get the lioness. Okay. You get the masculine, you get the feminine, you get the solar, you get the emotional coming together, joining together as one. Sun, moon, midpoint, also in Leo. So what is Leo energy? Right? Leo energy is bright. It's powerful. It's solar. It's ruled by the sun. And the part of the body that Leo rules is the heart. It is the heart. And so when we have both sun and moon in a sign ruled by the heart, I want you to think about your own heart for a moment. Oh, wow. That is where we feel. That is where we love. That is where we hold passion. That is where we hold our desire. That is where we feel the connection of oneness between heaven and earth. And so it is at the heart that the heavenly energies and the earthly energies come together. And so if you have been feeling like, gosh, this new moon is more powerful and potent and fiery than I expected or anticipated, welcome to the Leo Lion new moon. And if you're used to Western tropical astrology, they're saying this is a Virgo new moon. And yes, that was true 2,000 years ago when they first looked up at the sky. Yes, this would have been Virgo today, but there's something called precession, which is the slight movement back of the stars and the constellations so that today sun and moon are actually in Leo. Okay, and so welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're here. And I think a good idea would be to go ahead and bring up my favorite new friend that I use as an astrologer to help me illustrate for you all where the signs and planets, what sign the planets are actually in. For those of you who are like, hey, I thought tonight the sun and moon were in Virgo. I want to just show you where they actually are. And so what you can do is you can go to stellarium.org and actually see where the planets are, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to stop share for a moment and say hi to everyone. Hi. Oh my gosh. Yay, Lydia, Carlo, Christine, Sabah, Odili, Odi. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Look at all these beautiful people. Wow, our full moon 2 weeks from now is going to be amazing, spectacular, amaze balls because we're all coming together on this new moon. So this is the seed planting for our full moon expression. Okay, so when we set the seed really strong like we are right now, bringing together so much love, I can feel your love. Like it's just like this love ball of goodness just wafting. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh. Oh, ah. So when we come together with so much love, so many people who are so in their hearts, and we're at a new moon that's all about the heart, our full moon is going to be profoundly beautiful. Okay, and that's the power of coming together at the new moon time. And according to the Hopi prophecy, when women keep the full moon, or anyone keeps the full moon for that matter, with sacredness and honor, the Hopi prediction is that peace will come to our planet. So thank you for joining me to come together with that prayer, with that vision in our hearts, not only for ourselves, but for all. And amazing what we can co-create together. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to share now where the planets actually are. Kind of cool, right? Kind of interesting to see what is actually happening in the sky. So here we go. Here are all of the planets. And we're going to see where they are. And look at that. Look at that dark moon right in the center, right in the center of the sun. Yeah. Wow. There it is. There it is. So Western astrology says today the new moon is in Virgo, excuse me. But we look up at the actual sky. There's the constellation of Virgo, and there's no sun. I don't see it. Do you guys see a sun? I don't see a sun there. So I personally would like to follow what is actually happening in the sky. So that's why I invited you all here, so I could share the truth with you of what is actually happening on the planet right now. We do have Venus. We have the goddess of love, the billionaire planet. She is in Virgo, which is all about health and healing. And so that is a component of this new moon. There is a new focus, especially amongst the divine feminine energy on the planet, to want to really focus on our diet, our nutrition, yoga, exercise. So if you're a yoga teacher, if you are a nutritionist, if you are a healer, Venus and Virgo at this new moon time, oh my gosh, get out there and share your work, share your systems, share your offerings, because Venus is the goddess, the billionaire planet. So big money will come to the healers, will come to the teachers who help and assist people with their bodies, with health, and with healing. However, if we go over here back to the lion, sun is still in Leo. The sun will still be in Leo until September 14th. So we have a couple weeks still of fire energy, action energy, courageous energy. Leo is not the easiest sign because Leo is courageous. Have you ever seen a lion roar? Okay, so Leo energy is having the courage from our heart to roar through the resistance, to roar through the blockages, to roar through what's holding you back. Okay, that's not fully comfortable, is it? Like hearing me roar is not the most comfortable, peaceful, relaxing sensation. But I do it to prove a point, which is that in order for us to move forwards with this new moon, part of the energy is pushing through obstacles, right? It's like charging through them. You become Wonder Woman, you become superhero, and you just make your heart super big and you pull on that lion's roar and you transform what's in front of you. Okay? So this is not the time to cower, to be shy, to hide away. This is the time to face your fear, to walk through it, and to say, that's it. I am here to be powerful. I am here to lead. I am here to sit upon my throne and wear my crown, because what is Leo the lion? It's the king of the jungle. Okay? So this new moon is asking us to claim our power back, right? It's asking us to claim back our throne. Where have we not been sitting on our throne, right? Right? Where have we not been wearing our crown? Is it in our relationships? Is it with work? Is it with our friends? Is it with our family? Leo is challenging us to face that. And so today could have felt a little intense as we're being shown anywhere in our lives that we're not fully owning our brilliance. We're not fully owning our power. We're not fully shining as much as we would want to. Okay, so there could be a little bit of confront with this new moon, maybe a little bit more than normal, right? So if you have a new moon in the sign of Taurus, which is the cow, what does the cow do? The cow is just chewing grass in the field, right? That's pretty chill. That's like chill energy. I'm just going to eat the grass. I'm going to enjoy my surroundings. I'm going to relax, right? It's kind of peaceful vibes, vegetarian vibes, of course. But now we're in the sign of Leo the lion. Is Leo a vegetarian? No. Leo the lion will devour a carcass of meat. Okay, and I don't care what your preference of eating is. I'm not here to judge. But it's the energetic of just being brave and courageous and going after what you wish for. Okay, so Leo rules the heart. What is in your heart, deep in your heart, that you wish for? Right? What is your big heartfelt desire? That is Leo the lion saying, are you brave enough? Are you courageous enough to face the challenges, the opposition, things that might be against you in order to create it? Does that feel like a little bit confrontational? That's like pretty confrontational, right? So how many of you have noticed that today is not super peaceful day? Anyone? Like there's just like a tension? Okay. What is that tension? Let me show you. So if it was just Leo, just sun, moon, Leo, we'd be having picnic. I'll show you. Let me show you what Leo, let me show you if it was just Leo energy, what today would feel like. It was just sun, moon, and Leo. Look at this beautiful picture, right? We'd just be shining. We'd be out there courageous, like walking around, bright and illuminated, ruled by the sun, connected to our heart. It's all about heart energy, loving, right? So think about things you really love and you're happy and you're sharing your gifts with the world. Okay. Well, goodness, where am I here? What I want to show you is Leo's natural vibe. And OD, you're going to really relate to this. And I know why you're on this call, because you have so much Leo in your chart. Leo is the child. Look at this child. See how happy they are? Yeah. Think back to when you were a child. Think back to what focused and fascinated you as a child. Think about what you loved. That's Leo energy. Think about playing and having fun, and you're painting or you're singing or you're dancing. Leo is the quintessential inner child. So today we have the sun, which is our soul purpose, and we have the moon, which is our emotional center, both in the sign of the inner child. Whoa. Hey, does our inner child get enough time to play these days?
Nope.
Right? Are we giving enough love to our beautiful inner children? Are we going on adventures? Are we playing in the sandbox all day and getting dirty and coming home exhausted and going to bed and like, oh, it was such a good day? You ever see children at the restaurant and they're running around? They're like, they're just so happy. That's Leo energy. I saw this last night at dinner. These three little Indian girls. They were probably all about 4 years old. And they were running around and they're just like, oh, like just so happy, right? Just like, it's like so happy that you get happy watching them. And I was like, that's Leo energy. Okay. So the inner child for the next 2 weeks is being asked, like, what do you need? What do you need to be really happy? Are you doing those things? What do you need to feel really joyful? What are you needing to get really connected into the heart space? And is your work, your job, really stressing you out? Why do I say that? Because today, at this new moon, we have this polar opposition between the new moon, sun and moon, and the heartfelt, childlike, playful, joyful, lovey energy to Saturn. Saturn energy. So do you see how we have Saturn over here? And it's retrograde, which is all about the past. And then over here, it's opposite the sun and moon in Leo. Ah, okay. What does that mean? Well, where sun and moon in Leo are the children of the zodiac, Saturn is grandfather energy. This is Andrew Carnegie, by the way, one of the world's most wealthy men who was very successful. That's the Saturn tagline. Successful. They are the energy that can build the Taj Mahal. Saturn has the strength and determination, discipline, and work ethic where they could work 100 years and not give up. They can pound the mortar and place the stones. That's Saturn energy. So we have the hard work success guru in polarity to what, Lotus? To the inner child. Whoa. So let's imagine what's happening today. Let's imagine this beautiful, sweet girl here has been out all day. She represents Leo, our inner child energy, sun and moon in Leo. We want to go play. We want to have fun. What are we gonna do? We're gonna be out all day. We're gonna eat lots of snacks. Maybe we'll eat some chocolate cake, right? We'll enjoy life. We'll have fun. Maybe we'll sing and dance. And then get home late and we'll be super happy, but did we get anything done? Did we achieve anything? Well, we achieved inner joy, right? We had a really good time. Well, Saturn is kind of butting his head into our pursuit of joy. And he's saying, well, what about the future? What about what you want to build? What are your big visions? What are your big dreams? Do you have a Taj Mahal in your life? Is there some type of big vision, hope, dream, desire that you have been maybe not putting as much discipline, time, focus, attention on? Is that relatable for anyone? Okay. So basically the conflict with this new moon that will eventually lead to probably your success is between the tension between our inner child's desire to play and have fun and be joyful and our inner grandfather's success mentor who's read all the books, who's gone to all of the events, who's done all of the training to become successful in the world. And he's sitting your inner child down and the two of them are having a meeting. You know, do you think your inner child went willingly to this meeting? Do you think your inner child like ran the other way and like, no, grandfather, I can't come right now? And grandfather said, okay, but when are you going to come sit down with me? We need to have a discussion about the plans for your Taj Mahal. No, grandfather, I want to go play. And so there's this huge dichotomy because Saturn also represents the government and Leo represents the leaders, where the people feel torn between the structure of that which is being imposed upon us and our desire to freely express what's in our hearts. So individually, this is happening, and then on a collective scale with this election and with the rulers, and there's this big thing about everyone thinking about the rulers of the future, right? Leo is the rulership of the land. Who will be the next leaders? There's a big unknown, isn't there? There's a big question mark, and there's a lot of tension between what people think about this subject. And we're all feeling it, and the focus is there, and it's intense. Okay? So now I want you to tune into your own body, and I want you to think about this tension between your inner child and discipline, structure, and creating something masterful and meaningful in your life. Does this relate for anyone? Yeah. Anyone want to share? No, we've got some courageous lions out there. Go ahead, Sabah. Yeah, just jump on in. Welcome.
Morning, everyone.
Hi.
Sorry for my voice, I'm still sleepy.
Oh, where are you joining us from?
Bulgaria, it's 3 a.m.
Oh, 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, thank you for coming. Yay.
Oh, that's it. You come in for something. So yeah, today I've experienced something very, very strong is I've sitting down to do something that I have been not sure or scary to do. I didn't have the courage to do for the last 20 days. And I have overcome this challenge that I will like, no, you have to do it, even if you don't like it. Um, and a few hours later, I did it. So I was like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I think it have been a long time I didn't do something like this. When you do something that you really don't like, but you have to, and you stop to avoid. So
Mhm.
I'm quite a very, very satisfied of today.
Yay! You're meeting the challenge, right? So this may be
Indeed.
yeah, this may be coming up for a lot of people of like there's something in your life you have to face and it's not something you necessarily want to do. But once you do it, you're going to feel so good and you're going to have to take a little bit of courage and a little bit of discipline to make it happen. But when you do it, you're going to feel really good. And so that's why I wanted to share this astrological information with you because the next 2 weeks, as we lead up to full moon and the eclipse, this theme may be coming up. This
Wait,
theme
you're
of
telling me that I'm gonna do again the same things for the next 2 weeks?
exactly, and exactly why I had to get on here so that people would know, like, you might need to push through a little bit of stuff. We
Okay.
also we have 6 planets retrograde, and so that means things from the past needing to be finished. So it's a little bit of like a backup time as we go into the eclipse of like, what if I haven't, if we look at the time of the year, what time of the year are we in? Okay. In the Celtic calendar, August 1st was the start of the autumnal season. So, right. What do you mean, Lotus? So in the Celtic calendar, spring actually begins February 1st. Then the peak of spring is the spring equinox, March 21st. Then the beginning of summer is May 1st. The peak of summer is June 21st. And then the beginning of autumn is actually August 1st. And so we're already in autumn. We're already in the harvest season. We're already in the time to gather and see what we've harvested. And then what? What else did we not finish yet? Because we're getting near winter. So winter will begin in the Celtic calendar October 31st. Whoa, that's like way sooner, right? That is way sooner. And so the universe at this time every year, we have about 6 or 7 planets that go retrograde every single year at this time. It's not new. It happens every year. Why? It's like a traffic jam where the universe is like, slow down, everyone. You're getting near the beginning of winter. What do you need to finish from this year so that you could go into the winter with more peace, with more calm, with more ease? And that's why everything goes retrograde so that we can catch up, so that we can kind of like assess, okay, new year. Okay, we got through new year. We had high point of new year, summer. Now we're in the autumn season. What do I need to address now? Right? What do I need to take care of? So we're like charging forward like it's summer, right? I know I have been. We're charging forward like it's summertime, but we're actually in the autumn and we're actually needing to finish up things so that we can go forwards again, probably more like around November. Winter season is different. Winter season, it's like we'll have caught up. A lot of the retrogrades will be gone. It'll be sort of a new set. Plus, we'll be after the election, which means everyone will be kind of like spun off from whatever intensity is building right now. It's kind of like a collective full moon leading up to the election. That's kind of what it feels like, all this pressure building and like drums, and it's like a lot of intensity. So that's part of this new moon is that as a collective, the United States is marching into this huge world-shaking election because the results of this election will affect everyone on the planet because the US is a leader in thought. It's one of the, leaders of the democratic world. And so the reason I bring this up, because I'm not into politics, is that the sun and moon are in Leo. Leo is the sign of the king. It's the sign of the queen. It's the sign of the hierarchy, those that are in power. And so on a much broader collective level, our attention as a people is on that. It's on who is in charge, who are the leaders. We're thinking about it. It's also triggering our ancestral field around who were the leaders in our ancestral history, right? Who are the presidents and kings and queens that our ancestors followed? That's getting brought up, as well as what lifetimes did we have where we were kings and queens? Ah, there it is. Yes. When and where did you sit on a throne and what kind of things happened? And we think that's just a great thing. Like, oh, we had a lifetime where we were a king or queen. That must have been amazing. That must have been so much fun. But the reality of sitting on a throne and having that kind of power is that a lot happens. Okay, so there may be a lot coming up in the collective around our leadership. When we've been leaders, when have we been in charge? When have we been on the throne? When have we had a crown? And what kind of things happened when we were in that position? Do we have any sadness? Do we have any guilt? Do we have any shame? Do we have any lack of forgiveness? That's how big these moments are astrologically. That's why I get on these calls, because I'm aware that what's happening astrologically is affecting us how? It's affecting our past life field, our timeline. It's affecting our ancestral field, where we come from our DNA level. And it's affecting everyone on the planet in a different way based on their chart. So yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. So these key moments like the new moon, like the full moon when planets go retrograde, we might want to create some space for ourselves on those days because people will be feeling it. Plus, it's Labor Day. That's a whole nother conversation. Because this year we're being asked to stop working so hard. Yeah. So there's like this collective, like, I don't want to work so hard anymore, but it's Labor Day. And there's this whole aesthetic of like, we need to work really hard as a collective. And it's like, no, it's like not a match anymore. We're like done. We're done with that. So it's bringing up a lot. Don't worry. I'm getting you all triggered on purpose so that we can clear you the most deeply. As soon as I mentioned past lives, as soon as I mentioned your ancestors, everyone's field started going ding, 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 ding. I don't know if you felt that, but we were starting to touch on the places and spaces in each of you that are being brought up. And I was just bringing awareness to something that's already happening today. That's all I was doing. And so what that means is that we're going to clear some stuff and we're going to assist you to get even more in touch with what you really want to create outside of the effect of these planetary influences. So once we name the effect of the planetary influence, right, of the sun, of the moon, of Saturn, like I just did, we're going to assist you now to get free. We're going to assist you to break free. Sound good? So that now you'll be able to set your intentions without all of these distractions. Notice how you feel now on a scale of 0 to 10. Put it in the chat. 10 to be like, I feel super amazing and awesome. No, probably nowhere near that right at this moment. And 0, not very good at all. Okay, good. We're in the triggering section of the call. That's okay. Don't worry. This is part of getting you to happiness. We have to face what is hidden to reveal the light. To reveal the light. And that's one thing that Leo does because Leo is ruled by the sun. Yeah. It's ruled by the sun. Thank you for putting in numbers. Okay, so we've got a 6. Great. 5, 3. Been a long day. Carlos 6, 5. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's been a crazy day over where I am too. I'm like, this is a new moon. Like, this does not feel like a new moon today. Like, what is happening? So there's a lot of tension in the air. Can you feel it? It's just like there's just tension. Like you just cut it with a knife. Okay. And that's not just you, it's in the entire collective field. But we're going to clear that. Does that sound good? You guys want to do that? Not sure where we're going. Yep. We're going to happiness. Good. So everyone take a deep breath in and out. Feel all that triggering. All the stuff that today is bringing up and out. Good. In order to assist everyone on this call to feel great about setting your intentions for what you love without all this outside interference. Yep, the yawns are already happening. Beautiful. We need to clear the ancestors. I wasn't going to do clearing, but we got to do it. So we're going to do it. Okay, so we are going to clear. How far back? We're going to clear. This is on the mom's side. We're clearing the feminine lineage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So about 29 generations back on the mom side, something's coming up today in the collective that we're all composed of, connected to. Okay. And this is connected to an emotion, and it's anger. Ah, yeah. How long has the feminine energy had to deal with so much heaviness? Having to work so hard, having to strive so hard and not be appreciated, not be loved, not be cared for appropriately. There you go. Feel that anger in the collective. It's in the way of you choosing your heart. It's in the way of you choosing to do what you love. That's why it's up. Okay. So could you let go of this very deep anger in your ancestral field on the mother's side? And you'll just say yes. Okay. And say it out loud. Would you let go of this trapped anger in the ancestral field on your mother's side? Just say yes. Okay. And when? And just say now. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Expand your energy 5 feet in front of you. Let yourself yawn. Expand your energy 5 feet to the left, 5 feet to the right, 5 feet above, 5 feet below. And by the power of God, by the power of Source, by the power of the Creator of all that is, it is commanded that this anger in the DNA be allowed to release and clear. You command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. Deep breath in and out. And be replaced on all levels. The Creator's truth and definition of pure unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace and calm, happiness, love. Enjoy all this anger in the mother's lineage. I ask for complete unconditional love healing. Anything blocking it from letting go and releasing, we ask for complete change history. And everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. Rub your hands together. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. By the power of God, by the power of Source, by the power of the Creator of all that is, it is commanded that all this trapped anger going back in the mother's lineage, 29 generations, by the power of God, by the power of Source, it is commanded all this trapped anger be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level and replaced on all levels. The Creator's truth and definition of pure unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace and calm, happiness, love and joy, and anything in the way of it letting go and clearing through all the dimensions and through all the levels and through all the layers of time and space. We ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in and out. We ask for a complete unconditional love healing on your mother's DNA, for your mitochondria DNA. Yeah, there we go. An unconditional love healing for all of you through all directions of time and space. Good. Anything in the way of you being able to now choose your heart, choose what you love, choose to do what you love. That's Leo energy. We ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. Any edicts or commands the mother placed in this lifetime or any other, or in your DNA against you doing what you love, or anyone in your ancestry doing what they love? We ask for a complete change history and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in and out. Good. Good. Notice the shift. Yeah. Might be some tears, yawning. Does anyone want to unmute and share what that was like for you? With some tears. Yeah. How you feeling?
Tired and exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you feel a little emotional and raw?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
think about doing what you love now. Does it feel a little different?
Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it gives me strength to finish my tasks for today after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So good. Everyone take a deep breath in and out. And everything and anything and everything that just got brought up for you, all the levels and layers making you tired, we just ask for a complete change history and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. All the tiredness, all the tiredness. We just ask for a complete change history and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Good. Forgiveness and compassion. Good. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Please go ahead and type into the chat now. If I say on a level 0 to 10, 10, I feel super good. I just feel clear. And 0, I don't feel good at all. What is your number? Let's just see where you're all at. Oh, and you don't have to try and be any number. What number you are is fine. That's totally fine. 8, 7. Okay, good. We're seeing some upward movement. Yeah, good shift for you. Yeah, 7s, 8s. Yeah, so these were much lower before we started. Good. Anyone else want to share how they feel now versus just a minute ago? What you noticed, anything that came up? Yeah.
I can share.
Yes, yes,
It's
please.
like a release. I feel less tension here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, feel more comfortable somehow. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a big tension that was there, and it's like
yeah, yeah,
starting to release.
yeah. When you think about doing what you love now, do you notice a shift? And that's really what I wanted to create today was an opening for you all to feel safe to do what you love, to just feel like the path forward, doing what you love is open because Leo rules the heart and it's the new moon and it's the most powerful day to set our intentions. And so if we're not open to what's really in our hearts, how can we set our best intentions? So I really want to help create the opening for you all to move forward. So Sabah, I wanted to start with you and I want to share with you where this new moon in Leo, and this is one thing I love about astrology and knowing our own astrology charts, is that we can take these events like the new moon or the full moon, and we can see where in our chart is this new moon energy landing. And so each chart is divided into 12 sections that represent 12 areas of our life. So the first house, and I know Lydia, you know all this stuff, but for everyone else who doesn't, the first house is identity. It's who we are. So if you have the sun and moon here, it's going to really activate yourself, right? How you feel about who you are. Whereas if you have it in the second house is about wealth and money and building our foundation. So this could be a great money day if you have Leo in the second house. Third house down here is all about communication, networking, marketing. So if you had Leo here, you're going to just be on fire when it comes to communication. Fourth house is home and family. Fifth is romance. It's children. It's doing what we love. Sixth house is work and service. And 7th is relationship and partnership. And it goes on, career, travel, our purpose in life, meditation in the 12th. So it's very powerful to know our chart or to go get readings, because then we can see where these big events are affecting us, right? And so for Sabah, right, you have Leo in the 5th house. You have Leo in the 5th house. The 5th house is like fun, it's romance, it's doing the things you love, it's children. So this is a really beautiful time for you to follow your hobbies for the next 2 weeks, to do the things that you love, to be with your children, performance, art, music, go on some dates, maybe. A good time to cultivate love. Perhaps something will flourish in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, what do you think about all that? Saw some good smiles. Oh, I can't see. What's it say?
Just a moment. I'm going to show you what I'm reading.
Oh, the secret to love, health, and money.
And basically, I'm in chapter relationship.
Well, freaking fantastic. You're right on point. You're right on schedule. Yeah. So now you know the energy of both the sun and the moon are in your 5th house of romance. So it's a really powerful time for you to like maybe attract in someone or start building the dream of the seed. Yeah.
Someone will be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, how beautiful. And we're empowering you with that, right? So that's one cool thing about coming to the group, right? Is like we find out where the planets are activating our chart. And then we have all these beautiful people who are like, yeah, like cheering us on, right? You're probably all like, yes, ah, like we want you to have romance, we want you to have love, like we're all like cheering you on. And so it's just such a beautiful thing when we can connect like this and support each other, and also witness this powerful new moon energy that's occurring in about an hour from now. We haven't quite hit it. It's going to be at 6:55 p.m., right? So very, very powerful. And then let's look at this Saturn, because we should probably face both ends of the challenge, right? The good stuff and the challenge stuff. So it looks to me like you have Saturn in Aquarius that will land in your 12th house. So the universe might be asking you to discipline your meditation time, because the 12th house is inner reflection, it's inner space, it's inner knowing. Okay. So with Saturn here, the universe might be requesting that you get more disciplined about how you meditate, how often you meditate, how much time you spend going within. Like it's sort of saying, get more discipline, get like a workable routine for yourself, make it like a business, right? Like make your meditation, your rest time, your rejuvenation time more like a business, because it's that important, right? Saturn always means business. Like wherever Saturn is, that's our business. Like, okay, get serious, get disciplined, build a structure, make it, work the plan, make a plan and work the plan when Saturn is there. It's also in Aquarius, which is the new age, and it's technology. So this could be some type of online business or technology that involves meditation, or learning about some type of meditation online. So it might be a good time to like join Mind Valley or something of that nature, or something that is assisting you with going within, or with learning things that are like new, like cutting edge, new information that's going to assist you to be more peaceful, to spend more time inwards, and something along those lines.
That's great information. Thank you, Lotus.
Yes, 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 absolutely. And it's great to do this often, to see where our charts are. A lot of people think that, oh, we can just read our chart once and we're done. Okay, got our chart read, peace out. And I would love if that were true. I would really love if you could just read your chart once and be done. But they're a little bit like an oracle, and every day you're going to find something new. And every day the planets are affecting your houses in a different way. So it's always fun. It's always an opportunity to come in and learn more about ourselves. That's why I do it. So really glad you're
Definitely.
yeah.
It's a good
Awesome.
3 a.m.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. All right, my friends,
Thank you.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Who would like to go next? Odile. Yes, that hand went up so fast it was like lightning. How are you, my beautiful friend?
I'm good. Hi, Lotus. So good to see you.
Yeah, it looks like you've been out having a beautiful summer.
Yes, well, we have to enjoy it because it's so short here in
Oh,
Montreal. So every day is cherished.
aw. Well,
That's
that
why I already have my hoodie on. We're like at 12 degrees here. I don't know in Fahrenheit, but we're just chilly.
well, good thing that's not the same as in Fahrenheit because that would be very cold.
Yeah. Well, it's hoodie season for
Right?
now.
Yeah. Yeah, here in California too, actually. I mean, it's not probably quite as cold, but yes, I have my jacket on for sure.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, so like I said, the shift in the season is happening, fully happening. And wow, you have got a powerhouse of activation today, Odile. So I'm going over to Odile's chart, and she has Leo the Lion in both her fifth house, which is romance, which is fun, which is joy and children, and her sixth house. I know that the sun is fairly far along in Leo, near the end. And so this is affecting her planet Uranus, Mars, and Pluto, both the sun and moon today. So Mars is leadership, Pluto is transformation, Uranus is change, and it's in your sixth house of work and service and healing. And so having the sun and moon here means that for the next 2 weeks, this is a powerful time for you to just set some healing intentions around your energy, around your action, around how you exercise, what you eat, your routine, your diet, your schedule, because that's what the sixth house is about, right? It's all about what we eat. It's about how we schedule our days. When do we go to bed at night? What do we eat during the day? Like it's very down to earth practical. So having the sun and moon there means it's a good time for that for you for the next 2 weeks leading to the full moon. And it means that Saturn is polarizing it and it's up here in the 12th house. I don't, mm, it is conjunct your Saturn. Saturn conjunct your Saturn, but it's not, it is fairly close. It's probably within 10 degrees. So you're having a Saturn return. Woo-wee, which means that you're really learning about discipline and structure, especially around technology. Like this could be like big learning curve time where you're like, okay, I got to face this. I've got to plow through it. Kind of like Sabah was saying, like I just had to decide to do it and I had to push through. And as you do that, you see how you have your Saturn opposite your Mars? That means sun and moon conjunct your Mars, also opposite Saturn. So there could be an increase in the resistance to wanting to do the Saturn things, but at the same time, an opening for ways in which to do that. Like there's so much energy, it's kind of up to you what you choose to do about it. Now, how that could show up is just bringing more wisdom into your exercise, bringing more knowledge into how you take care of yourself. That could be finding technology online or ideas or wisdom using new types of technology that could assist you with your health and your healing. And there could also be some resistance to wanting to do that because there's already tension in your birth chart. And now we add in the new moon and the sun and the moon and we add in Saturn. So it's like, it's extra like this. So I'm curious, have you been noticed anything like that and that of that nature recently?
Yes, actually, it's been a week that I've been really paying attention on what supplements I should be taking, catching up on videos on healthy eating, what's good, what's not, experimenting because it's so much contradictory information.
Right.
One
Right.
day, this is excellent for you. Oh no, this superfood's gonna kill you. It's like,
Right.
oh, gee. So I'm trying to work through that, but I mean, I have to go with my body as the say the placebo and the control group.
Right. Your body's the boss.
Yeah,
Your body's the
exactly.
boss. And the sun and moon are there. So they're like, allow Saturn to be the wise advisor. You know, I was
Yeah,
looking at pictures of Saturn. I was like, successful older man. And so that's the energy of Saturn is the wisdom. It's masculine. It's strength. It's discipline. That doesn't, women, we have a masculine side, right? It doesn't have to be a man, right? It can be our own inner wisdom, our own inner strength, our own inner solidity, bravery, strength, discipline. So you're tapping into that. You're going to have the wisdom for that. You're going to have the light of the sun, the light of the moon to assist you in the next 2 weeks to create a very stable, very focused, very grounded plan for your shining in health, shining in energy, shining in illumination, because you might be a guide that assists other people with that as well, because Leo shines is the star. Right. So this is an area where you actually might excel as a teacher and guide for others as well.
yeah,
But you don't have to. It's you. You first. You first.
agreed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But if you do feel tension, say hi to Saturn and go, Saturn, what do you want me to learn? What are you asking me to learn? Saturn in Aquarius is kind of cool because Saturn is discipline and structure, but Aquarius is the new age. So Aquarius is getting help from Saturn to finally build the new age vision. That's what Aquarius is. It's the new age vision for humanity, right? It's all humanity, all the brothers and sisters, all of us working together to create a new earth. Not like separate, alone, doing our own thing, but together, just like we're together on this call. That's Aquarius energy. And we're together through technology. So Aquarius is technology and it's also community. Yeah, very powerful. So perhaps you might find getting involved with like a club might help you to bridge this Saturn Leo tension. Utilize it, use it, make it work for you, as opposed to stress us out. So, right, we can use tension in a number of ways. We can let it stress us out, or we can say, okay, what do you have to teach me? And then how can I use that to grow forwards? Maybe you need to start a little exercise club in your backyard and do like awesome, healthy stuff together. I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
funny because every time I'm in the pool now, I play videos to do with weights and jumping around in the water with
Uh-huh.
purposefully. I
Mm-hmm.
said, it'd be fun to have other people join me because it's actually fun. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I have to do this workout. I look forward to it and I do it. So
Yeah.
it's pleasurable, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously the temperature is to go with it. And but I'm definitely motivated a lot more than I was a couple of weeks ago. That's for sure. Is that
Right.
funny?
Yeah. I'm not surprised. It happens like that. It's like, oh, there's sun and moon are in my sixth house of working out and exercise. I'm suddenly exercising all the time.
And plus, I have my son on my tail. He's
Mm,
got this new scale. I'm sharing it with everyone. So with technology, it's a
right.
scale that it weighs you not just for your weight, but it
Right.
tells you if you're lacking protein,
Oh,
hydration, your fat, your BMI, all this stuff. So he's on
awesome.
me every Sunday's the weigh-in and the checking of all the numbers.
Oh,
So I
wow.
was like, that new generation can help the older people with all this
Right.
technology, right?
Right.
So it's fun.
Right. That's awesome. That's perfect. That makes total sense.
Yeah, it does. That's
Oh.
why I'm sharing it. It's like, oh, I see now why all of this timing, never coincidence with when you
No.
bring the spotlight on it. It's like, oh, that's why.
Mhm.
That's so
It's always
cool.
it's always amazing. I'm so glad you jumped on, and I'm so glad that you are getting the universe's guidance and just following it perfectly like you all do. So wonderful, wonderful. Great to see you, OD, and talk with
Yes,
you. I look forward to more interactions. And
yes. Thank you so much,
yes,
Lotus.
yes,
I
yes,
appreciate.
yes,
I love seeing you. Thank you.
yes, 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 yes. And who would like to go next? Lydia. How are you, my dear?
Hi, there we go.
Hi.
Hi,
How are you, my friend?
good. How are you?
I'm awesome.
Good.
I don't know if I have your chart. Hey, do you have a chart handy? You want to send me one?
I don't have one handy.
Okay.
I don't know. I know you've done my chart, but it was quite a number of years ago now.
Yeah, like 2 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's okay. I know we kind of know your chart, so I can give you
yeah. I
I can
know my ascendant is Pisces, so I was trying to think which house the Leo would be in, and I couldn't
right.
remember. I haven't looked at
So
my chart for a long time.
yeah, it's gonna be in your 5th or 6th house.
Okay.
Okay, so do you remember how many degrees of Pisces?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, well, let's just look this up real quick.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to say you know what, why don't you send me your birth info in the chat,
Okay.
and then we'll just make your chart real quick, and then we can all figure this out together. So,
Okay.
and
She's
Lydia,
got a similar as mine, right?
yeah,
With the ascendant Pisces. I don't
right,
know if it's the degrees, but
uh-huh. Yeah, I was thinking that too, OD. I was like, oh, we got our second, we got our second rising.
back to back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that everyone was born at a different time, right? So
And place. Yeah.
depending on that time, it could change. So her Leo could be in her 5th house or in her 6th. So I don't want
Yep.
to give her the wrong info if I can help it. So let's see.
Okay, this I sent the time of my birth, but it I'm pretty sure it's PM, but if it should come up Pisces. If it doesn't, then I guess it's AM.
Okay. That's fine. Either way. Yay. I'm so glad you jumped on. Lydia is an awesome friend. She lives nearby, so we get to run into each other on walks, which is the best.
Yeah.
Cool. I wish I could run into all of you on walks. That would be really fun. Oh well, one of these days I'll have to have an actual physical retreat somewhere, and we can go on walks and play. Right? So November. Okay, and I'll get the year. You still have the Prometheus software, Lydia? Lydia, you still have the Prometheus software? Oh well. Okay. All right.
It's
19.
freezing, so probably internet issue.
Oh, okay, not just me. Okay.
No, not just you.
I was like, am I frozen? You guys are making me giggly tonight. You know, I remember when my mom told me about the Hopi prophecy that when women keep the new moon, I like felt chills through my whole body, and I was like, I have to do this because well, how cool if that were true, that us just coming together at the time of the new moon could actually bring forth peace on our planet. Pretty cool. So let me just get that information. 1917. Okay.
Lydia is back.
Yay! Hey, Lydia.
Hi.
There you are. I was asking you if you still have the Prometheus software.
I do, but I haven't used it for
Right.
years. I don't think I've
Well,
looked at it for, God, 3 years probably.
Lydia is an awesome astrologer too, but you've been really focused on all the yoga-ing.
Yes, I've been yogiing for a couple years.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're really shining. I remember I looked at Lydia's chart. We did a reading a couple years back, and I was like, Lydia, you have to become a yoga teacher.
Yeah.
I was so like excited for her about it, and she listened. I think you already wanted to do it, so it wasn't a hard sell.
Yeah.
And wow, like I watch you grow every day, and I'm just like, that was so right on. Like it was so right on.
Yeah.
These charts are so cool. Okay. So we're gonna get to your chart, and I'm gonna get a little star for your chart to cover up your birth time. For the longest time, I never did this. I felt so bad that I wasn't being aware of people's privacy, but I just didn't even think about it. And someone was like, "Oh my God, can you not share my birth info online?" I was like, "Oh my God, of course." So, all right, we did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. So this is interesting. This is interesting because you have a very different placement of Pisces rising than Odie does. Okay. And you can tell her chart is totally different. So in order to get the most accurate information, we have to travel on up to the actual chart of the day. And we're going to find out how many degrees the sun and moon are today. So today, sun 26 degrees of Leo, moon 25. Okay. So now we're going to go back to your chart, which I put right there. Okay. We're going to look for 25, 26 degrees. I like to be accurate as much as possible. So that's also in your 6th house. So we've got Odile and Lydia both having sun and moon in the 6th house. So since you're a yoga teacher, you teach about the body, and the 6th house is all about the body. It's all about fitness. It's all about routine. It's all about diet and exercise. And so having Leo here means that you really shine as a teacher, right? Like that giving service to people about the health of their body and fitness is a way that you really shine. And so it's powerful that the sun and moon are in the 6th house because that's really a big part of your work is body. So I would really predict that this month, for the next 2 weeks is going to be really powerful for you getting your work out there, like really becoming like seen as a yoga teacher, really becoming respected as a yoga teacher, and really kind of spreading your wings into that identity and into that work and into that service. So, so confirmation. So be excited, which also means that it puts Saturn in your 12th house. And so the struggle here, or the challenge, is around making enough time for rest. Like
Yeah, that's so funny. This is so true.
your husband's confirming, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, so making enough time for you to get your downtime, to get your internal, it's so funny, right? As teachers and guides and meditation coaches and healers, right? We tend to give so much, and then it's like, well, I need to meditate still. Like, where do I put that? Like, how do I balance it? How do I make sure I tend to myself? And it's really interesting because along with this new moon in Leo, we have Venus in Virgo, and it's actually conjunct your 7th house. So this is your house of partnership.
Yes.
And for you, Odile, so your partnership and your relationship might be very financially lucrative for you over the next 2 weeks, right? So my suggestion would be put a lot of love into that 7th house, into your relationships, really nurture your partnerships, and you'll get huge dividends of wealth and abundance flowing in, as well as making sure Saturn in the 12th house to turn your time to go within into a business, right? Just like you put the time and energy into structuring your yoga business and your work and how you give service, also put that time and energy into that giving back to yourself. And
Okay.
this is a major theme for everyone because this year we have something called the destiny points. Y'all kind of familiar with the destiny points, that they're really big lessons? Okay. Sabah's like, I have no idea what the destiny point is. So the destiny points changed my life when I was like graduating from college. They really like allowed me to get in touch with what I'm here to do. And they really help us as people to get in touch with what we're here to do. And the destiny points for the collective, the destiny points, there are 2 points, okay? One point relates to the direction the collective is going and is wanting to learn about. It's the forward momentum. And one of the points, it's called the south node or the karmic point, and it's opposite this, and it's right here at the top of the chart. So here's the past life point, karmic point, and here's the destiny point. So there's 2 of them. The destiny point on the bottom here is what we're going towards as a collective. It's what we're working on learning. And it's in Pisces, which is about nourishment. It's about rejuvenation, imagination, taking time to watch a movie, taking time to just be in your imagination. Like, remember when you were a child and you just lay on your bed and you just imagine, right? You just pretend and think about things and fantasize. Do we allow enough time for that in our lives, right? It's also about meditation, soul replenishment. That's what we're learning as a collective, to snap out of the obscene overwork schedule that most of us have been on for lifetimes. Past life point is in Virgo. Virgo is the sign of hard work. It's the sign of giving, 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 and then you have nothing left. Okay, so what the collective is moving away from, what the collective has had enough of, is overgiving, overhealing, perfectionism, analysis paralysis, too much detail, too much precision. And what we're learning to step into is more relaxation, more space, more peace, right? Like less busyness, less like go, 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 can't even see your own head or the door. That's Virgo. So the collective as a whole, our lesson spiritually for this entire year of 2024 is moving away from the hard work and the go into more peace, more space, and more balance and ease. And you can imagine this is causing quite a disturbance in the collective fields, because how long have we been go, 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 work, 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 give, give, give? How many hundreds of years have we been on the hamster wheel of this? So for us to spiritually stand up to this pattern and say, no, my peace, my health, my spiritual connection to my higher self, my connection to all that is more important than you working me to the bone till I have nothing left to give. And we work ourselves that hard, and sometimes we're the harshest critics, and sometimes we're the most perfectionistic. Okay, and so this year we're being asked, how can we bring more space into our lives? How can we bring more ease? That means, Lydia, you're very busy this year because people need your classes. People need to come find the peace. And so it also means you have to make sure to schedule your own peace as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That sounds pretty right on to me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Odile said a good comment. She said, go with the flow and learn to be a human being, not a human doing. And I couldn't agree with you more. 100%. That is what 2024 is all about. And not the easiest thing either. Like much easier said than done. So I just really want to encourage you, if you find yourself having a choice between work, 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 push, 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 to see if you can slow it down, especially for the next 2 weeks with Sun and Moon still in Leo. Okay. So beautiful, powerful. I hope this assisted you, Lydia, to have a little more clarity with this full moon time.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great. And we're all doing our best, right? It's
Yeah.
not always easy. Yeah. Okay. Who wanted to go next? Who wants to be a human being with me? Lena Wong. Okay. Sounds good. Go. And you're coming to all these events, so you must be getting a lot of awareness coming through, huh, Lena?
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you have a very interesting chart because this sun moon conjunction is in your 12th house. So we haven't discussed what that would mean. We've had the reverse, right? With Sabah, she has or with Lydia and Odile with the sun moon in the 6th house, which is the opposite house to the 12th. But you have the sun and moon there, and then Saturn in your 6th. So you're reverse to them. So this is kind of fun. So what does that mean? Okay. 12th house is the house of meditation. It's the house of inner wisdom. It's the house of inner replenishment, inner going within, right? So with the sun and moon landing in your 12th house, the next 2-week time period is a really powerful time for you to get in touch with your inner voice, your inner wisdom, your inner spiritual self. When people have Leo in the 12th house, they tend to be very powerful internally. They wear their power inside. Like they glow from within. It's not so much that like you're out there shining because you have Virgo rising. Virgo tends to be kind of more humble and like behind the throne and like helping serve people. Whereas Leo is the crown and the throne and the king, right? They take up space. They're very visible. So when you have Leo, a lot of Leo in the 12th house, it can mean that you're very internally powerful. People may see you and see humble and giving and service oriented. They may not see that deep inside you're very powerful, right? You have like the queen sitting upon her throne within. Very radiant, very powerful, very big inner life. And sometimes it's hard for Leo because with 12th house, because you know how big you are. You know how great you are. You know your brightness. And sometimes people just kind of like don't see it. And you're like, excuse me, just because I'm humble, just because I'm kind, just because I'm gentle doesn't mean I don't have the roar of a lioness inside of me. Like, hello. And so having the sun and moon here means that you're getting very activated internally. You're getting very activated in your inner space. It's a powerful time to do a lot of meditation, to really journal, to really get in touch with what is hidden, because the 12th house can be what is hidden from us. It can be the house of the unconscious. So there could be a lot of awakenings for you around your inner power, right? Leo, lion, power, sitting on your throne. So where you can tap more into that, where can you tune in to what's within your heart? Because Leo is the heart. It's going to really help you once the sun and moon line up in the sign of Virgo, which will be coming. That will be coming in the end of October. And that's going to be your rebirth. Right now, it's introspection time. This line here, this black metal line, I always see this line as the sign of birth. We're born. Hi, I'm here. But any planets in this house tends to be much more like the womb. It's like you're in the great womb of creation right now. And you're like being given insights and awareness, and you're tuning in to the rhythms and the awarenesses, but it's not necessarily take action and go time, right? It's more like, okay, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to be ready, but I'm not there. I'm percolating. I'm thinking, I'm feeling, but the great action out, the 14th will probably be around the 30th of September. That's when you're going to burst on the scene. Okay. So if you're like, why isn't it happening yet? Where is that physical manifestation I want? Give it some time because you're still in the womb space in the 12th house, sun and moon activating you there. Right. So it's really quiet time for you right now. So just allow it. Don't worry, like nothing's wrong. The universe is giving you your yearly rest and rejuvenation time. Oh, okay. Why didn't you say so? Right. So you get to take this time to rest and really go within. Yeah. It also means that you have Saturn in the 6th house, which makes it a really powerful time for you to focus on discipline, to focus on work around your work, right? So maybe it's building better technology devices, routines, and structures that serve you with your work and your service. Maybe it's a better time to really like, okay, how can I structure what I'm doing with my work, with my diet, with my exercise, with my health, with my healing, so that I can have more time to go within. I can have more time to nourish myself. I can have more time to rest, right? So Saturn here is asking you to get smarter, to not work harder, but to work more in tune with what you need to feel grounded, to feel structured, to feel aligned. So this is going to be a really, really good time for both the rest and relaxation, going within, and the building of the structures that you need for your success. Yeah. How's all that land?
It's it's exactly what I'm doing, and it's yeah. Now I know why it feels like I'm in the flow when I'm doing what you're saying, like going within, doing the meditation and building structure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
It is. And I wish everyone knew when the sun and moon or sun was in their 12th house, because I've been watching this in my own chart for years, Lena. And every time the sun goes into my 12th house, I'm like, okay, I get a little bored. I get a little restless because it's so much a time of going within. And I'm like, come on, like, when is the action going to start? And my guys was like, Lotus, the sun is in your 12th house. Like, you got to just chill, girlfriend. Like, this is your time. Like, just enjoy the flow, just give back, nourish, fill up your own cup. But I wish more people knew this because it's so helpful. Like, instead of being impatient or thinking like this manifestation needs to happen now, it's like, no, this is what this time is for. It's like being in tune with the seasons, not only of nature, but of the planets and the stars and your own chart. And it's so powerful. So I love having you all here so I can share this wisdom with you. It's so helpful. Such an honor. Truly, truly, truly. I'm so glad you're all here. And it's only going to get better, right? Because now we have all the other signs to look forwards to, right? We have all the other things because the sun moves, right? So the sun is in Leo now, but what happens when it's in Virgo? Oh, it's going to affect your house of identity. Oh, look at that. When the sun goes into Libra, it'll affect your money flow. When the sun goes into Scorpio, it'll affect your communication house. So you can start keeping track of your chart and where the sun is and knowing what aspect of your life is being activated with the times. So that's why I offer like a monthly reading package for people. So if they're like, I want to get a reading once a month and see where the sun is aspecting my chart and like plug in and tune into that, they can, right? Or learn it yourself, know the information yourself, because it gives you a huge leap forwards to know thyself, as they say, and to know what area of your life is highlighted. Holy cow. That is life changing. It's been life changing for me. I'm like, oh, sun is in my 7th house. That's why everything's about my relationship right now. Like, just accept it. Just let it go, just like allow. Oh, sun is on my midheaven. It's on career. I have to get out there and perform. And it's just like you're pulled. You don't know why, but it's like you're just out there doing it. That's how powerful the planets are. So I really encourage you, play with this, learn from it. It's very, very helpful. It's why I keep doing this work. So awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Who would like to go next? Okay. And Chris, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Lena.
You mentioned how billionaires they look at astrology. Now I know why. Because that makes a lot of sense. If they know astrology, they know what they're going to be best at certain times of the year.
Exactly. Yeah, I had a very wealthy friend, one of my clients, who had a huge date coming up. Like, she was going to speak in front of a huge audience. And I got to give her a reading to share with her her chart for that day. And I couldn't even believe how lined up it was. Like, it was so on point to have the best day ever. Like, her her destiny point, her sun, her Jupiter, like everything was perfect. And I shared this with her and she was ecstatic. And she went and she did the speech and she said, Lotus, it was like the best day of my life. And I predicted it. I was like, this is going to be the best day ever for you. It's going to be so good. And she was so happy. And I love it. I love it. It's so cool. You know, and also, you know, if it's not the best day, the chart will show you. And so it's really helpful to know this. Like, for instance, here's something really easy that you can start to do. If you know how to get charts, or if you want to learn how to do charts, or you want to learn about the software, you can contact me. But given any day, we can look at a chart and everything below this middle line represents what's below the horizon line. It means that energy is not going to be very active. And then everything that's above the horizon, that's what's going to be very active for the day. So as you can see right now, there's a lot of planets that are up in the sky. That means we're active. We want to go out. We want to network. We want to connect like this. Usually, if the sun and moon were below the horizon, no deal. No deal. No one will come out. They'll be at home. They're not going to jump on Zoom. They are not going to go to a live event. No deal. But when the sun and moon and all the things are up in the sky above the horizon line, everyone's external. So this is very helpful for marketers. This is helpful for people who plan events to know, to have your pulse on the collective energy of where people are at. Amazing. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Lena, does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Carla, I want to get to you, but Christine, I know you're out there. I know you raised your hand a while back. Did you want to go? Do you want to look at your chart real quick? I know she said she had a very long day at work. Christine, paging Christine.
Oh, she sent a message. Let Carla go. I'm eating.
She's eating. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Now we're good. I just wanted to make sure she was attended to. Like, hey, I want to go. I raised my hand. What about me? Okay. So, oh, this is perfect. Oh, interesting. You know, interesting. Okay, I want to figure this out. So Lena and Carlo, you are in a relationship and, you know, I think you might have a similar rising sign. So let's see. So Lena, you have 17 degrees of Virgo rising, and Carlo, you have 37 degrees of Leo rising. So that's about a 17-degree difference. So on the day you were born, Carlo, the sign on the eastern horizon was still in Leo. And then when Lena was born, the sign on the eastern horizon was Virgo. Okay, so you have a little more fire on the top. I call that like frosting. So imagine you have a Virgo cake, but you got a lot of Leo frosting. You have like a little layer of Leo on top. So that would be like maybe green frosting, right? Because Virgo is very health conscious and likes spirulina and likes to eat healthy things. But on the top, you might have like orange marmalade with like a chocolate lion. Okay. So that'd be a little different from Lena, because Lena, it might be all green with like white frosting and beautiful berries, right? Like a very different vibe with Leo. It's like very modest, very health oriented, very subtle, very delicate. Okay, so there's a slight difference with your rising signs, but you have an overall very similar chart because you both had your rising sign pretty close, right? They're very close. They're still in different signs, but they're very close, okay? So this new moon is very important for you. Very. This is like the pivotal, and this is probably why you're on the call. This is probably why you're working with me right now, because this is a pivotal time for you. Why do I say that? Because the sun and moon are exactly conjunct your destiny point. Like exactly. And your destiny point represents your life lesson of what you're here to learn in this lifetime. This is one of the most challenging points in the chart, because we come into this lifetime not really knowing how to do this destiny point. It's like our weakest muscle. So for you, the weakest muscle is actually Leo energy. It's knowing how to shine. It's being the center of attention. It's having some type of creative, joyful energy that you pursue. Okay. It's not comfortable. And yet it's how you grow. And so this new moon, the next 2 weeks, I have to tell you, may be a little bit of a confront time where you're having to kind of invite in new things, new beginnings for yourself, and new ways of acting and new ways of showing up and kind of getting out of your comfort zone. Which might mean like performing, making videos, like where you're seen on video, where you're the center of attention, where you're speaking or sharing or teaching. Okay. It's also in the house of meditation, like Lena. So Lena has this focus in her house of meditation right now, and so do you, right? But you have your destiny point. So your destiny point, woo-wee, is all about going within and also being a shining star. So how do you be a shining star and go within at the same time? It sounds a little bit contrary into carry, right? So one way that you do that is as a yoga teacher, right? By taking people on a journey into themselves, right? You stand there, all the attention's focused on you, just like the sun is the center of the universe, supposedly, right? And you guide people inwards, right? So anywhere where you shine as a leader, as the focus, as the center, all eyes on you. And this could be very uncomfortable. All eyes on you could be very uncomfortable, especially because it's in the house of the hidden. It's the house of all things that are hidden. Okay. So, but that's where you get your powers from within, right? That's where your power source is. That's where the sun is in your chart, or actually it's in your 11th house, but it's ruling. So sun rules your destiny point. It's in the 11th house, the world. You might be here to be pretty big. You might be here to be seen on a pretty big level. Okay. So getting comfortable with that, because your past life point is in the quintessential opposite energy. It's in Aquarius. Okay. So it's in the energy of the community. It's in the energy of the group. It's in the energy of the collective. Okay. So it's time for you to get your focus out of what's going to serve everyone else and be more focused on how to serve everyone through having the focus on you. How do you step into your own power to serve the many? Instead of putting the power on other people, giving your power away to others, you have to take all your power back, Carlo. It's time. It's time for you to claim all that power you've given away through all the dimensions and all the lifetimes and all the people, and draw it on back to you. You know, anywhere and everywhere you gave your power away to groups, organizations, communities, contracts, all those things, we just command that all those energies be brought back to you. Feel that heat. So much energy and so many lifetimes you gave away to serve the many, but now you need to call all that power back to you so that you can serve the many through being you. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Makes sense. I've always been behind the scenes.
Right. Well, I don't think with Sun and Leo in the 11th house, that really serves you anymore.
No.
Because the 11th house is the world.
Yeah. Because I've been making I'm trying to put together a bundle, like a flyer today, and been in conversations with people, and they're supporting me in what I'm creating.
It's not about anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's going to be new. That's going to be very new for you. So you're building a big ego, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. You're building up your protection of who you are so that you don't need other people to confirm you or affirm you.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really interesting about this new moon, right? There's something called the decanates in astrology where you can decipher what decanate the sign is in. And so it's usually divided into 3. So if we look at Leo, the first decanate of Leo is Leo, Leo. But the second decanate of Leo is Leo Sagittarius. And then the third decanate of Leo is Leo Aries. So you can divide each sign into 3. It starts the first second is always the same as the sign. And then you follow the element. So if it's a fire sign, there's always 3 fire signs: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And so Leo gets divided into those 3 fire signs. So if it's earth sign, the earth sign gets divided into 3 earth signs. If it's a air sign, you divide it into the 3 air signs. Okay, so the decadent that this new moon is in Leo Aries. So if we want to know more about the power of this new moon, the fact that it's Leo Aries means new beginning. It means identity. It means action. It means power. It means new, pioneering, courage. It's an action energy. Leadership energy, like to the nth degree. And so like for you, OD, you might be like stepping out there as a fitness water leader in no time and wonder what the freak happened. How am I teaching a water yoga class in my backyard? And it'd be going to be so beautiful. I can see all the mermaids, and you're like there teaching calisthenics, and it's just so beautiful. I'm like just so celebrating. I'll have to come out to Canada to take your class. And maybe you'll do your class all over the world. Who knows? But you'll carry your pool with you so you don't ever have to be without it, right?
Host some classes.
Yeah, and posted, there we go. We've got Carlo's technical skill, his past life energy in Aquarius, past life point. Do the technology, he says. Right? Post it online.
Lotus, did you notice that every time we do a call, we're either everybody on the same or opposition?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like we're always there to complement what we're striving towards or what we've been.
Yes.
It's happened like 3 times already.
Every time. It's amazing. I'm so glad you get to witness this with me, because I get to see this all the time in my one-on-one sessions. Like people show up and I'm like, they match exactly what's happening in the world in their chart. And I'm like, oh my God. So
It's weird. It's so
it is
crazy.
so-
The energy is
It is
unbelievable.
amazing. Yeah, we get this high level of attraction of like high level people being drawn in to share, and like it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So Carlo, this is a powerful time for you, my friend. I'm so glad I get to work with you one-on-one tomorrow so we can blast out anything in the way of your heartfelt brilliance, which needs to come through and awaken the world, because you're here to awaken the world in your lion roar. It's time to awaken your lion roar. You've got Sun in Leo in the 11th house conjunct your Jupiter, which is the biggest planet in the sky. So, but this is not new. This is new for you because your past life point is Aquarius. So you're not comfortable with this energy. It's like, my lion roar. What do you mean, Lotus? Like I've always been here to serve the people and help everyone. What do you mean go out there and roar? And I'm like, yes, roar. Right? And so it's like learning how to take back that power of the lion for your leadership in the world as your purpose. And it's not always easy. And some people need to quiet their roar. It's a little too loud, you know? Right? And some people need to turn the roar up, and we're all at a different place on the spectrum. And it just depends on what our energy is and what we need specifically for us. Yay, Christine. Yay, you're back. She's like, I'm finishing. I'm eating. I'm finished. I'm cleaning. I'm working. I'm doing. Right. We've got all the a lot of Virgo energy on point, right? But that's good for Christine. She has a lot of Virgo in her chart. So this is good for you. The service and the caring for and work and diet. This is all very, very you, right? Some people it's like you're doing too much. For Christine, it's like, you're right on schedule. Right on schedule. So how does this land, Carlo?
It lands well. I want to go from a mew to a roar, so
There you go. There you go. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. And that's not always easy. Speaking as someone who's been silenced in so many lifetimes, learning how to speak from a place of power, it takes a lot and a lot of repetition and a lot of practice. And you keep going up to bat. You keep stepping up to the plate. You keep hitting the ball, and you just keep getting better and better when you don't give up.
yeah.
But you have to keep going.
Yeah, like I'm leading a Canva training tomorrow morning before the call.
There you go. You got to start somewhere. Anything that's leadership energy is going to be good for you. when you're leaving that call tomorrow, I really want to invite you to imagine yourself before the call, like you're sitting on your throne and you feel this warmth and this fire and this heat, and you feel this heart shining bright, and you imagine yourself as a king sitting on your throne, power and might connected to your heart. And everyone who gets on that call, you are guiding from that place of brilliant light in your heart. It's not just in your mind, it's in your heart, and it's the power of the heart and the roar of the lion coming together.
Okay.
And those people are not going to know what hit them.
Hmm.
Yeah, they are just going to go, that was the most inspiring Canva call I've ever been on in my life. So the more you get out of your head, the more you get into your heart and claim the fiery power of the lion, it's practice, practice, practice for you. Gotta just keep practicing, turning up the volume, turning up the volume, turning up the volume a little more. Eventually, we're gonna hear a really good roar from you.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And Lena will let me know how you're doing.
Hmm.
She's like, I got this. I know. I know exactly how to support him with this.
I know he has it in him. I've seen.
I know you do. I know. I was like, she knows. She knows what I'm saying. And
Mhm.
I love working with partners because I'm like, okay, how can we help you to support each other in your highest? Because that's why you're together. You're here to help support each other to friggin' blossom into your brilliance. That's why we're here. That's why we're all here. One way or the other. That's why we're here. So we'll talk more tomorrow. Christine, woo, are you ready, my sister?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she says. Christine is out in Florida. She is the sprout queen. Wow, I love that title. She feeds people. She grows super powered, super powerful superfoods that literally vibrates off of the page. It's so vibrant. Look at this picture. She's got the sprouts in her hands. Amazing. I think you and OD would get along. I just have this feeling you two should connect. It's the bright, sunshiny energy. Woo! Are you ready, my friend? Okay.
Yes.
So this new moon, the sun and moon are conjunct your Mars. They're landing right between your Mars. So you have Leo rising. You're a natural, you naturally shine. You just naturally kind of show up, right? She's like got that natural Leo line energy. You meet her and you're like, she kind of looks like a lion, right? Because she has Leo rising. At the moment of her birth on the eastern horizon, Leo was on her ascendant. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So whatever sign we have on our ascendant, we tend to kind of look like it. Kind of bizarre. Like I don't have Leo rising, but the ruler of my ascendant is in Leo. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of sometimes like start feeling like a lion. And I'm like, well, what is that? Right? So so whatever sign we have on our ascendant will tell us a lot about how we look. Like Odile, you look like a mermaid. You have Pisces rising. I mean, it makes total sense. Makes total sense. And Sabah, I think you have Pisces rising too. You kind of remind me a little bit of a mermaid as well. But it's like this sensitive, dreamy, like artistic energy when people have Pisces rising. So, sun and moon right between Mars and Pluto. This tense new moon for you. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. Mars is action energy. It's in your house of identity. So this new moon is activating your house of I am. And it's the lion, which is the roar. Rah! So you might be feeling like I am so strong. Okay. And anything that's not that I am might be really, really getting you. Yeah. Because that Saturn, that remember we talked about how Saturn's opposite that sun moon? That Saturn is in your house of relationships. It's in your house of marriage. How does this keep happening? It's in the house of partnership. And so there's this tension between old like work, like restriction, discipline issues between you and your partner and this need to transform Pluto and take action on who you are. So it's like who you are wants to be free and shine, but then there's this Saturn in the 7th house, which is karma, which is the past. And it's retrograde, which is even more about the past. And it's just like, I want to be done with this, right? I want to be done with this old stuff, but it's like that's where it's landing is in the 7th house. So that's where the old work is. That's where the things are you have to finish, the things you have to get done, the things you have to clear to enable you and allow you to fully claim who you are and step forward in your mission and your purpose of being you. Okay. And so that's where the conflict is. And it's big. And you're gonna probably feel it for the next, 2 weeks as you're working through the old stuff so that you can be free. That's what this is leading to. It's the work to bring you to freedom. It's the work to bring you back to you.
So a couple of days ago, I went on a job website that my mind said, you need to check this out. You haven't been on it for a while.
Right.
And sure enough, there was a job that in farming that's very intriguing in a location that I want to live.
Wow, where's that? Oh, you don't have to
Hawaii.
tell me. Hawaii.
Yes.
Yay.
And so, I'm waiting until and it on the website it says that the application window is open until tomorrow, the 3rd.
Wow.
So I'm patiently waiting for this new moon to pass to begin. And then I'm gonna submit my application.
Woo!
And so I'm ready. I mean, if this comes to fruition, I'm moving 5,000 miles.
Right. Right. There you go. I mean,
Literally, like 5,000 miles.
hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
So all weekend I've been like, you can do this. You can do this. Nothing's going to change unless you do this.
Big action for who you are. Yeah.
What do I have to lose?
I don't think you have much to
Really? You know the history, the background. So
you can work on anything from anywhere. So if you have karma, if you have unfinished stuff with relationships, if they're not bringing you happiness and joy, you can leave them and still work on the issues, right? Sometimes you need a little space. And sometimes it's healthier to choose yourself so that you can actually help clear and heal those other things. Sometimes you just have to have that space. So you have to do what's right for you. And you have to clear what's in the way of it.
right. And I was listening to something the other day. Oh, I follow 2 different women who do like oracle and tarot readings, and so I listen based on my sidereal signs, zodiacs. And oh my gosh, this one was so spot on. Like, as far as I felt, it was. And I can't remember if I was listening. I think I was listening to her Virgo reading, which was my sun sign.
Right.
Holy mackerel. It was like she was reading me. And one of the things that came through in that reading was, if I don't move on, the others can't.
Right. Well, you know what's right for you.
So
I think the number one at the end of the day, whatever a tarot reader says, you have to trust yourself.
right. But I've had other people tell me that too, that who I'm with are not going to change potentially until I leave.
well, whatever anyone else says, it has to come from within you.
Right.
Okay? So it has to be your own inner guidance, because people will tell us all kinds of things till the cows come home. That's one thing. But the other thing is you having complete clarity inside your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. That's not what anyone else says, but it's what you know, because that is the unshakable faith of God. And that unshakable faith of God is what will allow you to make choices without any doubts. If we depend too much on what any tarot reader or even what I say, we lose our power, because we're kind of giving it to an external source, even if it's right, even if it feels really true. And there's always a little bit of a question. Is that really right? Are they right? Are they right what they're saying? And so take that information, listen to that information, and then bring it back into your heart and ask yourself, is what they say, is that really what's right for me? Does that really align with my truth? Is that really what's right in my life? And when it comes from you, nothing can stop you, because it's coming from within you out, as opposed to out to within, which is a different sequence. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to say one thing or the other. All I'm going to say is you have to be clear with you. It doesn't matter what anyone out there says. You know what's right for you.
I just thought that the timing was interesting.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
you know, why just all of a sudden the other night I was like, oh, I need to go check this job website. You
So
know?
let me ask you this. On a scale of 0 to 10, when you think about taking this job offer and applying and doing it and going for it, 10, you feel 100% lined up. Everything is golden egg, golden apple goodness. And 0, you're nowhere near that. What's your number when you tune into this?
Oh, I'm on the high end of the scale.
Okay.
I'd say an 8, and I'd have to say that the limiting factor is
Mm-hmm.
the 5,000-mile move.
Okay, good. May I help you clear this?
Sure.
Okay. I always feel what's in the way, like it's just like glares at me. So, and sometimes I'm just like, can I please? So let's see what this is. So this is a past life thing, and moving that far, right? It could bring up a lot. So this is a past life thing. Let's see how far back it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 lives back. Okay, there's an emotion here. It's an absorbed emotion, and it's fear. It's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear you absorbed from someone close to you in this past life. Someone you know now? Yeah, someone you know now. I'm hearing your mom, right? You probably absorbed her fear in this past life, and now you're trying to leave, and it's like you're feeling all that fear, and you're like, I can't go anywhere. It's but you're gonna go, right? You're gonna choose it if what's right for you. So now this fear, we need to clear a lower level that the fear is connected to. About 900 levels down. Okay, so focus on the fear. Could you let go of this absorbed fear?
Yes.
Would you let go of this absorbed fear?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Okay, so by the power of God, expand your energy 5 feet out, 5 feet left, 5 feet right, 5 feet above, 5 feet down. By the power of God, y'all can work along with us. By the power of God, by the power of source, you'll clear too. It is commanded that this absorbed fear going back 13 lifetimes, 900 levels down, by the power of God, by the power of source, it's commanded all this fear be allowed to release and clear anywhere and everywhere you absorbed it into your timeline. By the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is, it's commanded all that fear be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level and replaced on all levels. Good deep breath in and out with the creator's truth and definition of pure, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace and calm, happiness, love, joy, feeling of safety. Anything in the way of that, we ask for complete change history. Everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. And now focus 900 levels down, anywhere and everywhere that fear is tapped into a lower dimension. And we ask for complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in and out. Good. We need to clear an upper level now. 800 levels up, blocks around this fear, blocks to God because of this fear that happened in the past life. We ask for a complete change history. And everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in and out. Good. Focusing up and just focusing up and doing a complete change history there with God, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. There it is. Yep. Yeah, I know. Big energy shift. Woof. There it is. Freedom. I see the light coming down. I saw the birds flying up. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good job. Good work. Y'all feel that shift? It's like a really big shift. So I want you to think about this opportunity and taking it and going and how great it feels. And then I want you to think about what your number is. 10, 100%, 0, not at all. What's your number? How do you feel?
Like 10. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Yay! Awesome. Did anyone feel the shift? It's like palpable. Before, when you said it, it was like there was a hold back. It was like you believed it, you wanted it, it was on your map, but there was that little bit of something just like not quite landing. But now we're cleared it. Ah, you feel so good when you say that. You just feel clear. It's so beautiful. You belong in Hawaii. I mean, look at your picture. You've got your sprouts and your sunflower. I mean, you just belong there. It's just so easy to see. How perfect.
So the other day, my mother, I know she had gone to Hawaii to visit there prior to my becoming in this physical form.
Uh-huh.
And she actually said within the past couple of weeks, she thinks she was wearing the muumuu she had bought when she went to the hospital to deliver me.
Aw, you you are definitely connected to Hawaii. That's amazing. Well, we celebrate you, Christine. We celebrate this job for you. We celebrate this Hawaii, this move. We're here supporting you. We call it in. Anything and everything in the way of it, we just ask for complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good job. Whew, and just calling in all your guides and angels to support you every step of the way. Focus 500 levels down. Anything in the way of your movement forwards, we ask for a complete change history. Everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people getting that clearing. Fantastic. Okay, good work. Feeling good, Christine?
Yeah. And my cat's on my lap again helping.
Right. Whenever I do clearings, the animals they just come. When I watch animals, they'll like fall asleep at my feet. It's just so cool. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Woo! Ladies, how are you doing out there? Hi, Ken Carlo. He's a brave man. Brave man. So I would like to do a group clearing if that's cool with everyone for the new moon. I'd like to do a clearing, and let me know if this feels good, around really stepping into our hearts and choosing what's in our hearts as we go forwards, like really feeling the courage, feeling the bravery, feeling that sense of knowingness to know what is in our hearts and to know how to go forwards. Okay. And I'm just going to tune in. So think about that. See On a scale of 0 to 10, how, like 10, you feel 100% able to tune into your heart and go forwards? Or 0, not at all? What's your number? We got yawns already. All right, awesome. If you're online, you want to put something in the chat, that's fine too. Hi, Karen. Welcome. I'm just seeing the comments here. Yeah, so if you're ever on the live, you're watching, feel free to add in comments and talk to us. It's always fun to see how y'all are doing. And I'll check the chat. Okay, so pretty good. So 6, 7, 8, 8. Pretty close. That's good. I don't have too much work to do. That's good. Okay. So I'm going to tune into our collective field. So what's really amazing about the heart, right, is that our hearts are always communicating, right? Like I could close my mouth and just sit here and we'd still be talking. You know what I mean, right? Like in silence, we are still communicating. And I think it's really beautiful that the new moon is in Leo, which is the heart. So it's all about us getting into our hearts, all about choosing what's in our hearts, all about having the power and courage to act on what is truly in our hearts. I just think that's so beautiful. And it's the new moon, the most powerful time to get into this energy and then create that future. I'm very excited. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, invite you to do the same, and deep breath out. And we're going to tune into our hearts, trusting our hearts, following our hearts, being able to act on what we love, do what we love. Okay. And so now I'm going to tune into the collective and ask, what is in the way of this? What is in the way of this? God, spirit, higher self, guides, please show me what is in the way of this for the collective at this new moon time. Okay. So the thing that's in the way from this is past life stuff. Yeah, it's like all the times, oh, my heart, oh, all the times that we acted on it, and ow, right? Okay, so how many lifetimes back on the average here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18 lives back. 18 lives back. This may have to do with Atlantis. This may, we'll see. 18 lives back. There's an emotion here. And it's grief. It's just such deep grief. So it's like we go to the step up to do our thing. We step up to the plate to knock the ball out of the park, and we just feel this grief in our heart. And then we stop because it's like, oh, I don't want to feel that again. Okay, so notice the grief. Oh, okay. Okay. So could you let go of this trap grief? Yeah. Would you let go of this trap grief? Yeah. When? Now. Okay, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Expand your energy 5 feet in front of you. Expand your energy 5 feet to the left, 5 feet to the right, 5 feet back behind you, 5 feet above your head. Okay, notice the grief in your body. Where do you feel it? Where do you feel the blocks to doing what you love and trusting your heart and following your heart to go forwards? Take a deep breath in and out. By the power of God, by the power of source, you can rub your hands together or sit still. It's up to you. By the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is, tuning back in to your past lifetime stream, to your timeline, to your time track, by the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is. It is commanded that this deep trap grief in the heart space, in the collective heart space, all that grief, going back so many lifetimes, by the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that all of that grief, deep, deep back, oh, that grief, oh, that grief, oh, that freaking grief down deep in the bottom of the barrel, all that grief by the power of God, by the power of source, By the power of the creator of all that is, it is commanded that all of that grief, deep, deep, deep down there, all that grief be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level and replaced on all levels with the Creator's truth and definition of pure, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace and calm, happiness, love, joy, the healing of the heart, the healing of all of humanity's heart, asking for you all to receive the gift of a new heart, to heal this old heart wound in the collective, calling in this new heart, this happy heart, calling in this beautiful golden heart. Anything in the way of that, we ask for complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. We go back to your time track to the past life where the grief was around your heart. We ask for a complete change history of whatever happened here. Whatever block is in the way of you choosing to do what you love, knowing what that is, and acting on it. We ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Asking for complete unconditional love healing through all levels and layers, through all directions of time and space. Good deep breath in and out. By the power of God, by the power of Source, by the power of the Creator of all that is commanded all this old grief be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level. And replaced on all levels. The Creator's truth and definition of pure unconditional love, compassion. Shake out your hands. Peace and calm. Brush over the top of your head if you want. All that grief by the power of God, by the power of Source, and the power of Spirit is commanded all that deep past life grief be allowed to release and clear. We command it to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command it to be pulled and resolved on the historical level and replaced on all levels with the Creator's truth and definition of pure unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace and calm, happiness, love, and joy. We ask God to give you the gift of a new golden heart. We ask God to give you the gift of a new golden brain. We ask God to give you a gift from heaven that will guide and assist you on choosing your heart, on choosing to be in your heart, choosing to allow your heart to guide you, choosing to do what you love, and anything in the way of this life or any other, we ask for a complete change history. Everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. And we need to clear some upper levels to blocks to this, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Focus 900 levels up. Blocks to following your heart. We ask for complete change history. Everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. Deep breath in and out. Need to clear a lower level. Focus on following your heart, doing what you love, and focus 800 levels down. Blocks to following this. We ask for complete change history. And everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. Deep breath in and out. A lot of energy just moved. Breathe it in. Yeah, a lot of new energy just got released. Yeah, you might be getting warm wherever you are. Yeah, getting hot. Woo! Yeah, I don't even need that sweater anymore. Right, that's new prana. That's like new life force coming in. Yeah, woo! Lots of heat. Cool. Okay, deep breath in and out. Stretch your arms, move your body. By the power of God, by the power of Source, we ask for complete unconditional love healing for all of you through all directions of time and space, through all directions and levels of your body and being, asking God's pure unconditional love and light to shower through, to fill your hearts, your beautiful hearts up with the pure unconditional love of the creator of all that is, asking the creator of all that is to please teach you through all the 4 levels and all the cells of your body, the creator's truth and definition of following your heart, doing what you love, that you know how to do this, you know when to do this, you know what it feels like to do this, that you have all of God's blessings, you're worthy of receiving God's gifts for this. It's easy for you to walk through life following your heart and doing what you love, and anything in the way of this, we ask for complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in. Woo! Deep breath out. Feeling this meditation, calling on the energy of Leo, the heart, to come and guide us as we walk forward, that every step forward now is like walking forward on the golden trail, the golden path. Every step filled with gold, filled with miracles, filled with love and joy, filled with divine opportunities and people and connections, and anything in the way of that. We ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3. Good. I want you to come back to your heart space. Come back to what's in your heart. Come back to what you're feeling. Good. Good. And now, on a scale of 0 to 10, when you think about following your heart, when you think about doing what you love, 10 feels like, yes, amazing. I'm just going to do it. I know what to do. And 0, not at all. Where is your new number? And be honest. Sabah's at a 10. I saw that 10. I saw your 10. Sabah, how does that feel?
A very 10.
Yes. Yes, you're shining. Yeah, you're beautiful. 9. Oh, that's so close, OD. She says boo. Carlo 9, Lena 10. Okay, 10. Okay. Odile, let me work with you. Turn on your unmute. We don't want any boo-hoos at the end of the night.
That was a typo. That was a typo. I
Oh,
was saying woo.
Oh, okay. I was like, no boo-hoos. Okay. Okay,
I
good.
corrected it
9, 10.
after saying.
Fantastic. So anything in the way of a perfect 10 for any of you, anything that brings up or lets down, we just ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3, and just take a deep breath in and out. Good. And just bring yourself up and just feel God's beautiful love coming through, connecting you to your highest self, asking your highest self, your guides, your guardians to be with you for the next 2 weeks ahead, leading up to the full moon, to guide you every step of the way. Yeah, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, to guide you towards your highest and best, to guide you towards your heart, to guide you to creating from your hearts and knowing what's in your hearts. And anything in the way of that, we ask for a complete change history, and everything is needed. Levels 1, 2, and 3, and just take a deep breath in and out. And we just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Creator of all that is. We were so happy We are so thankful. We are so grateful for all of your divine love, all of your divine gifts. And we set the intention, just tune into your intention, what it is you want to create in your lives, what kind of joy, abundance, love, blessings you want to call in for the next 2-week cycle up until the full moon. Just call it in now. The love, the joys, the abundance, the miracles, the wealth, and anything in the way of you receiving the highest and best for you. We just ask for complete change history, and everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. And we command that this new high vibrational frequency that you're all in now be directly applied to absolutely every single level and layer in your 3D universe, in your 3D life, from your friends, your family, the people, your minds, your thoughts, your thought field, your bank account, your homes, your families, feeling your new frequency wafting through your entire universe, recreating your entire universe to be in alignment with your hearts, with love, and what you and who you are truly, truly here to be, as beautiful, divine, galactic, universal, powerfully empowered leaders, guides, healers, and teachers to uplift, to assist, and guide this earth forward. I am so happy. I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you. I wish you the most beautiful new moon time, setting those seeds, planting them deep. I see miracles. I see abundance and joy for you, marching forwards into the future. How does it get any better than this, universe? Please show us. I love you all so much. And I wish you all the most beautiful rest of your evening, the rest of your night. How does it get even better? Let's celebrate this. We've come together. We have co-created love. Feel that ripple going out through the universe. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. It is so, so beautiful. Woo! Yes, feel that prayer just rippling across humanity, uplifting the world and bringing them back to what is real, which is our beautiful hearts. Wow, Sabah, what time is it where you are?
5:30 morning. I have to start my day.
It's time. It's time. It's a new day. So beautiful. So glad you could join us. Deal up
So
in
glad that you invite us. Thank you.
yes, you're gonna have a beautiful day. I can feel it. Christine, you're about to get ready for bed in Florida, Canada, bedtime. Carlo and Lena, it's still a little light on the west coast of Canada, I think. Yeah. Yeah. How's everyone doing? You ready for a great 2-week cycle? We just set an amazing intention. I wonder what kind of miracles and abundance you're all going to manifest and bring in. Woo! We're setting the attractor beam, and thus we will create it. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
We are ready.
We're ready. Woo! Yes. Calling it in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And if you're watching this replay, then this is all this beautiful energy you're going to tune into. We're going to amplify it. We're just going to keep this beautiful ball of positive energy growing and growing. How does it get even better, my friends? Truly, 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 truly. If you are wanting to know more about your astrology charts, you can find me at blossomwithlotus.com or on YouTube, Blossom with Lotus. And I just love and appreciate you all so much. I'm getting some thank yous in the comments. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Woo! All right. I wish you all so much love, and I will see you on our next call in our next class and doing the good work of loving. All of you, such lovers. Oh, so grateful. This world's a better place for all of you. Oh, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We're all just this beautiful mirror for each other, right? What we love about someone is within us. It's cool, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyone want to share anything before we finish for the evening? Are you guys feeling pretty good out there?
Well, looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to do a one-on-one session. Let's get my camera working properly. Did it work? Maybe. Awesome. Maybe not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think it's there. Yeah, there I am. Okay. So anything in the way of you all integrating, grounding, and bringing this new high-level frequency into your day-to-day life, into your day-to-day world, into everything and anyone you contact and connect, anything in the way of that, we ask for complete change history. Everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. Deep breath in and out. Yeah, it's very high frequency, so we have to prepare you for the world out there, which is a different frequency. So anything in the way of you being able to stay in this vibration as you go out into the world and connect with other people or other vibrations or other frequencies, we ask for complete change history, and everything is needed, levels 1, 2, and 3. Take a deep breath in and out. Woo! There we go. Ha! Yep. Now you're gonna fly. Beautiful. I love you all, my friends, and I will see you.
We love you too, Lotus. Thank you so much.
I get to see you all. It's like a party. Yay. Okay, talk to you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bye-bye.
We're going to bring some sound into this equation. I invite you to feel your roots, to settle into this earth, to take a deep breath in and out. I'm going to welcome my participants into the space. Come on in, everyone. Fantastic. Fantastic. And we are going to now, okay. So yeah, fantastic. We're going to play some sound. Good. So everyone take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And if you've been feeling some intensity today, if you've been going through a trigger, if you've been like, what is happening? You're not alone. We have a fiery new moon today in Leo, sun in Leo, moon in Leo. And I'm going to go deeper onto all the other aspects that are happening because this is not your average new moon. This is a powerhouse, and this powerhouse of a new moon is leading into the full moon lunar eclipse around the 16th of September. So get ready, y'all. Let's set some powerful intentions. Let's clear our energy to be more open to our greatness coming through. I invite you to take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and here we go.